Hello, we have a very exciting topic we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about streamers. Anthony, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much.
Anthony, let's just kick it off. First of all, what is a streamer and why, as a consumer, would I want one?
Sure. I think to answer that question, we probably should start a little bit on trends in video that's happening, and more specifically what we call pay TV. So it's gone through tremendous change over the past 5+ years. And on the one hand, there's never been as much choice and investment in original content or access to long tail content, etc. On the other hand, consumers can view this content on various devices, whether with various flexible packages, which has, exacerbated this notion of cord cutting or cord shaving as a result. So CommScope and our service providers have had to react to this and look at this as an opportunity, which is why we've launched this new category of product called the streamer. So what is a streamer? Really, it's just a small, cost-effective device, not dissimilar to what you might find in retail today, but with some noticeable differences. First of all, it's provided by your service provider. Normal quality of experience you'd expect and the guarantees you'd expect from purchasing it from your service provider. It's based on a very flexible architecture, generally focused these days on either Android TV or RDK, where we're seeing strong convergence around these platforms. And this allows for great user experience, or UI, user interface, making it really easy to find the content that you want. In certain cases, this can also accompany universal search capability, allowing you via your voice or the remote control to access content irrespective of the streaming service that you may be subscribed to. So, and operators are often bundling these streamers with a very competitive and compelling broadband service with the flexible video service, making it really appealing to consumers.
Anthony, I am familiar with streamers as a consumer device, but why are these relevant to service providers?
Yeah, so obviously service providers service the consumer, this idea of being a super aggregator of different various forms of content, I think, is something that's quite appealing as a consumer. Not having to switch HDMI inputs or go to different devices or rely on your smart TV, which might not have the quality of experience and search capabilities that you could get via an operator. So if you can really, the keys to kind of success are really offering a device that's very easy to install. The beauty of a service provider, if they have a broadband service, the beauty of bundling that together is that as soon as you plug it in, it knows that you're on a service provider network. It automatically connects to your gateway. You don't even need to enter a Wi-Fi password, and you're up and running in minutes.
Anthony, can you give me some examples of streamers that service providers are deploying today?
Yeah, so we have a couple of key examples, one in North America and then one outside of North America that I find are very relevant. One of the first operators to really embrace this, they were ahead of their time, was Comcast. Comcast launched their Xfinity Flex service in 2018, and that's been very successful and has continued to improve in terms of regular updates. It's bundled with the Comcast broadband service. You get the first device for free if you sign up to a broadband package. So who doesn't like free? And of course, Comcast is not unique in the world, but obviously they own their own content. And with the launch of Peacock earlier this year, they've also now made it very attractive where there's no monthly fee if you are a Flex subscriber. You get the Peacock service at no additional charge. So really some compelling reasons to go ahead and acquire that. And the reviews have been very, very positive. That's Comcast. The other one I would like to highlight is Liberty Global, where we just launched with them a couple of months ago in one of their markets in Poland. Again, very similar in terms of experience. I won't recreate, the Comcast example. But one thing that Liberty did, which I find, very appealing, and CommScope in general is a big firm believer in this, is the whole sustainability aspect of streamers. The set-top box of many years ago was a device that consumed a fair amount of energy. It was a rather large device, took a lot of packaging, et cetera. And now you have a very small device. I mean, literally fits in the palm of your hand in the case of the device we launched with Liberty Global. And they've really promoted the fact that this is a very environmentally friendly device, very low power consumption. In fact, it's powered by your TV. If your TV supports USB power, which many do these days, you can just plug it right into your TV and also there's no single-use plastics in the packaging. It's made of some recycled material, et cetera. And that whole kind of sustainability aspect has been very well received. And that's just a byproduct of all the other great things that you get. But you can feel good as well getting one of these that you've not contributed to additional waste in the environment as well.
Anthony, you talked about CommScope and being in the streaming market. Tell me a little bit about what kind of streamers are being offered to service providers by CommScope.
Yeah, good question. So, what we're seeing is obviously this big push towards offering these streaming devices, and we've got a whole choice of products in that area that I think, in terms of form factor or silicon or other desirable choices for operators that want to go in that direction, obviously with the emphasis of being very cost effective. We are still obviously supporting the whole pay TV migration. There's always a technology refresh in pay TV. So, there are examples of customers we're working with today that are just launching 4K as an example. So upgrading their experience to launch 4K devices. Others are refreshing to provide, new hybrid technology. So that remains a key part of our business.
Anthony, it's an exciting time. Thank you very much for spending a couple minutes with me and talking about CommScope and streamers.
Thank you very much, Joe. Take care.